And so the calm before the storm. Again, this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Familiar feeling this for you, Jim?
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Roberto Carlos plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, Red, nice interception. Tries to pass it through. Not the most convincing of passes.
I think in Christian Abbiati you have one of the best Italian goalkeepers of his generation.
Must be.
Yeah, well, on the international scene he's always been overshadowed, I suppose, by more illustrious rivals.
Well, he has, but regardless of all of that, you just have to look at what he's achieved.
A great shot stopper, very decisive and quick in one-on-ones, and just an excellent all-round command of the penalty box.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Xavi Alonso. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Bernardo Silva. Short changes him with that pass. Threads one in. No luck with that dink over the top. Nice looking ball. It's played through for him. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. And again, they're pressing effectively.
Vieira kept his eye on it, and he's there. And here's Messi. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Zanetti. Cafu. Neymar is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Oh, that's fabulous. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. That gets things going for the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And that's off target.
Ah, look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt.
It's a pretty loose pass. Pull it. Cafu is one whose deliveries we all know about. And it's Hullet. And he's in on decent chance! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Zanetti. Del Piero. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Del Piero considers his options.
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make a telling impact.
Oh, yes, it's there! Finally, finally, finally! Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Barcelona have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Oh, he's just loving that.
Just the goalkeeper to beat. No foul, says the referee. Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Cruyff.
Barcelona clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
One-nil as we head towards the end. Xavi Alonso. The message is clear, none shall pass.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide. Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
3 minutes at a time.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Iniesta. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Del Piero taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match and deservedly so.
Glad to say that I will be joined by someone
Thoughts on what
very
we've just
special
seen?
in announcing
Barcelona
today
really
the
were
man of the
great
match.
today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So bring it on.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And this is Bergkamp. Oh, this looks sharp. Law. Threads one in. Shapes to shoot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
Barcelona with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Vieira with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, what a ball! Now it's Eto'o. Neither side yet able to find the net. Can he get on the end of this? Del Piero! Neymar is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
He's tried one! And he opts to go forward, pinches it off him. And it's Bergkamp. Tries to play it through. Great ball, and he's in here. There's the shot! Goal! Barcelona! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Barcelona have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Baresi. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Great defending, strong and determined. That's a good ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And back to the keeper they go. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Irwin.
There will be 1 minute
And that is
time.
out of play. showing great feet there. And the first half is done. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Barcelona, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And the second half gets underway. Barcelona carrying a one-goal lead. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Eto'o. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He has found the way through. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. That's really well cleared. And here's Mbappe. He's having a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Irwin is one whose deliveries we all know about. Not the most convincing of passes. Oh, really good feet. Quarter of an hour into the second half. That is ended up in no man's land. Law is onto this.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Del Piero. A heavy challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Oh no, that was never going to make it. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Donadoni. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that has put paid to that. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Eto'o. He's through now, it's Eto'o!
He did so well to create the room to get the shot away.
Substitution.
Madrid can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Nicely shaped ball. That is good alertness. Irwin. Baresi spots it and intercepts. Neymar. Roberto Carlos. He's shifting through the gears here. Played in by Roberto Carlos. Irwin attempts a clearance.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And it's Hullet. Tries to pass it through. Baresi deals with that comfortably.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect
There
now?
will be 1 minute added time.
And this is Del Piero. They want to be... Oh, he's been caught on it here. Decent chance! And he hits the net. 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. Law voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
And another
So there it is.
fantastic win for
What
the
struck
boys
you most
today.
about that?
Thank you
Barcelona
very much
really
for
were
your
great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intent.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born...
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Terrific save by Abbiati. Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. No, there's no sort of quality on that. Cannavaro with the clearance. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bullet, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Nice looking ball. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. And here's Hullet, and this is Messi. Messi! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Arsenal have fired themselves in front.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out. That's good pressing, it's really squeezing everything.
Mane. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mane has it in a wide position. And it's claimed by the keeper. Now it's Szoboszlai. And it's Szoboszlai. Barcelona disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. And here's Hullet. It's Pele! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, what has happened here? Quality ball.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That is ended up in no man's land.
Barcelona certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Tries to play it through. Now it's Donatoni. Vitinha!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
2 added minutes have
Nice
been
bit of trickery.
indicated.
Great vision. No, he's just misjudged that one. Zanetti. And we hit half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And the action is back on the way.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Vitinha is always looking to break lines.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Stood up well to him there. Now it's Pele. Now who's going to be first to this? And he's in on goal. And the finish! In he goes again. Oh, taken with style. And this is getting better and better. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Arsenal are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Arsenal trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one. Gets his head on it! He's scored! Back to within one! Interesting! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Number 10, Donatoni.
Barcelona get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Looking to play him in. And he cuts out the supply. Chance here to counter. That's a shade optimistic. Vieira conjures time and space where few can. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Oh, well played, well played.
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Carvajal. Carvajal tries making a foray down the right.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Gattuso did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And here's Vieira. And that's been intercepted. Now he's got space here. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Oh, what a mistake! Vitinha. Donadoni looking to add to his goal. And he's picked out the run. Tries a shot!
Barcelona really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Listen, despite the loss, they have to take something from this. I think the coach will have seen things he needs to work on, so I'm sure they
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle.
Peter, it's not often I'll focus on the influence of a goalkeeper, but Vitor Baia is an exception I'm happy to make. Consistently strong and one of Portugal's very best players, never mind just keepers.
Yeah, I very much doubt his nation has ever had anyone better in that position. Looking to play him in.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 22.
Well, I guess this was unexpected, a change so early in the game.
Well, I don't think he's going to be delighted at being substituted at this stage, especially when you consider the position they're in. He'll be a bit miffed about this, yeah.
That could spell trouble. He's through. Del Piero! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. Arsenal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Oh, that's neat. And here's Xabi Alonso. Cruyff. Rijkaard. Irwin. Forlan. Gabriel gets rid without sophistication. And here's Donadoni. Lovely bit of skill. Has a shot! Vitinha is always looking to break lines. He's had it taken off him. Arsenal trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Donadoni, he's got away.
There they go, hunting again.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Donadoni couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Some good work on the right flank here. That's very neat.
2 added minutes has been
Back in
indicated.
possession and ready to go again. Gullit could try cutting inside here. There's the whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Barcelona are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. So off we go once more.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward.
Such good technique.
Zanetti. Zanetti, not one to pass up the chance to run at the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Vitor Bahia. Coming on to replace him is number 16, Mike Magnon.
He's gone for goal. Comfortable claim for the keeper.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
Irwin. Great vision. He has found the way through. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Albert Ferrer did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Yeah, and the whole stadium knew that was coming, apart from him, it seems.
Decent enough try. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
And it's Gullit. That's good running with the ball. Gullit proves just a little... And Gullit! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. Big chance! They've scored! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And they win it back again. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And here's Forlan. Oh, there's a probing ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Messi. And he's lost his man here. And that is expertly dealt with. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Forlan. Zanetti. A heavy challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Albert Ferrer. Ambitious ball here. And it's Hullet. Cruyff. And this is Cruyff. Ball comes in. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Messi is flagged offside. Irwin. And time is up. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Del Piero, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he's
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them. And his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
sweeper, defensive midfield player.
Yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball being almost as important as what he did at the back.
Vieira. Zanetti.
Might want to be careful there.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Good first touch and almost as good a second.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Bojan, and he's managed to get free. In by Bojan. Zanetti gets it away. And the pass is intercepted. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Bojan! Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. So a big chance now from 12 yards. So the most significant moment of the game. That is some save from Khan. Oh no, he's managed to miss it.
It really wasn't a confident penalty, Peter. It was almost like he was trying too hard to second-guess what the keeper was trying to do.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Nice bit of trickery. Now that's well seen too.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
It's run loose. Could be danger here. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. And that's put paid to a promising move.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Donadoni goes on a run down the left wing. Great vision. And there's the end of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think the story of the first half is dominated by the spot kick miss. It should have broken the deadlock, but here we are, and I think there's still plenty to play for.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 14, Fiore. Coming on the field is number 22.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Barcelona have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going, and eventually you'll get your...
Oh, that wasn't far away.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
Bojan tries to pass it through. Costa Curta can get it clear. Pull it. There he goes, motoring forward. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, perfectly measured that. Climbs up big! No mistake! Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker.
Bojan! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
He's dealt with that really well. Del Piero showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That pass has been well intercepted. That's really nicely played. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. And he's found a way, and Del Piero! Well, now it's a red. Oh, he's been caught napping! Bojan! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's a pretty loose pass.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Mane. Now it's Pele. Szoboszlai goes back to front. Vieira gets a foot in here. Barcelona can consider themselves just about safe now. And that has left him in a heap. Little doubt, that is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 9, Del Piero. Number
Barcelona
10,
are making a change
Bologna.
now.
Number 18, Bayern. Number 4, Mateus.
Well, that is one way to stop him.
Number 12,
Gattuso is fouled.
Number
Some of them
11,
aren't happy with that challenge and they're getting involved.
Number
Steady.
47, Phil Foden. Number 7, Belletti.
So, is it really plausible to have a hit from here? He went for the corner.
Added minutes.
Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Foden hurtling down that right flank. Costa Curta. And that will be it. Barcelona can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally. All round the better side. It turned into a very, very smooth ride.
If you do have a chance today, please take some
Any
time
reflections
out to
on
give
what
your
you've seen,
support to
Jim?
our better
Well, the look on the
stadium.
manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle. Well, there is the fresh-faced Bojan Krkic. He's fearless, he's busy, he's a craftsman. How do you describe him, Jim?
I'm expecting to see a lot of him playing in pretty much every position, Peter, from number 10 to winger to auxiliary striker. His great strengths are his vision, his ability to play between the lines, and knowing that...
Del Piero! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Bergkamp. Oh, that's a key interception. Can he get it through? It's gone out for a throw-in. And here's Szoboszlai. Zanetti. Quick look, then plays it in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the... He's tried one! Oh, what has happened here? Nicely spread. It's a throw-in. In towards the back stick. And the finish! Goal! Manchester United! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
A 1-0 lead established.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Back into the middle, and the shot! That's a decent clearance. Xabi Alonso running with the ball. Now it's Donadoni. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Bellingham kept his eye on it, and he's there. Bergkamp. This is promising. Zanetti. That's good play. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, that's fabulous. Has a shot! Oh, that's incredible! He gave it plenty and some, thrashed it in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
After 38 minutes is...
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Szoboszlai is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Goes looking wide. Irwin cuts it out. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
1 minute added time.
That's a lovely, neat pass. And the first half is done. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Manchester United are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
Watch the screen if you have a ticket.
So we're into the second 45.
Manchester United are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
He came in hard, very hard.
Pretty robust defending.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Caught offside that time. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Donatoni. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he is going into that little black book. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort, but do hope it's nothing serious. Oh, terrible mistake. And he's straight offside. Looking for the run. Donadoni here. Can he finish? That was superb goalkeeping.
Donadoni is offering a wry smile there.
Donatoni. Oh, that's well spotted. Searching pass he's played there. Van Dijk gets a foot in here. Del Piero. And it's Szoboszlai.
Such good technique.
He's gone for goal! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Szoboszlai clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Szoboszlai. And Zanetti. Del Piero. Zanetti clears it away. And reclaimed it in a trice. Julie.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Now it's Bergkamp. It's a pretty loose pass. And that's put paid to a promising move. And this... There's the shot! Yes, he's done it! And that may just do it! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Number 27, Bayern. Substitution for Manchester United. Number 11, Donadoni.
Time for a change in personnel. Barcelona complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Irwin is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. And he's intervened well there. Knocks it into space. Bojan is wide and looking to get onto this.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
And we're done. Manchester United illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, But as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing.
Please make sure to watch the screen for
Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.